Welcome back to another episode of the Bills podcast.
Yeah, we're back. Not on Patreon.
Not on Patreon. Hey, hit that like.
Oh yeah.
It's too bright on Johnny. Yeah, that's fire.
Yeah, we're running a little bit behind this morning. You
Yeah,
guys
just
are
a
all
little bit.
in your hunting shit
Shout
already.
Shout out to Johnny.
If it was just hunting, he would have woke up on time. So.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
we hunted yesterday, and I told him, I was like, dude, let's sleep in. Go record a podcast in the morning, and then we'll go hunt the afternoon. So we needed to sleep for sure. Yesterday was a long. I mean, it wasn't a long day because we were done by 2, but it was still the trek out, dude, with freaking all those birds, and like the trek in is heavy, and then you shoot all those birds and stuff, and you realize that the birds weigh more than the shells that are in your backpack. And it's
Well, you didn't go home with any shells yesterday. So.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Lighten the load a little.
I shot like garbage yesterday, dude. It was bad. We finished one bird shy because we ran out of shells, and I wasn't going back to the truck to get shells just for one more bird. So, yesterday was, and I mean, like, it wasn't obviously it wasn't that bad because like it was bad. Trust me, it was really bad. But like I still killed 6 birds. So like it was a struggle, but I scraped out close to my limit. It was rough though.
There was no killing 2 birds with 1 stone yesterday for you.
It was for Johnny. There was for Johnny.
Jeez.
No, there was for Johnny. We had a pair. We had a 3-pack come in. Bro, it was crazy. We had 2 3-packs like back to back. All 2 Drake mallards and a hen. It was the same thing. They set up the same way both times. Like literally, like picture perfect. They did the same thing both times. And the first one we pulled up and like pulled the trigger at the same time. Both Drakes fall. We're like, dude, let's go. That's fire. They say literally we pick up the birds, get back in the hide, and another 3-pack does the exact same thing. And as we're pulling up to shoot, the Drakes literally get right next to each other, and he pulls up and scotch doubles before I could pull the trigger. It's like, dang it, dude.
And that was to finish my limit.
It would have been better if I scotch doubled because then I would have killed my limit and I would have been done. And he was shooting good, so I mean he would have been able to finish his 7th bird. So it was yesterday was a struggle. We still killed 13. It was still an awesome day. But yeah, the shooting struggles this last week have been rough because even the day that we shot with Zach, didn't shoot my greatest. I hunted Wednesday, didn't shoot my greatest. And I'm like, dude, I've been shooting great all year. All year I've been shooting really good. And now we're getting to the point where like a bunch of birds are showing up and the shooting slump is going to start. And that's not good. So the shooting slump's not going to start. We're going to leave it to this week. And today's a new day. We'll get out there and kill some birds this afternoon. Hopefully.
Yeah.
We just need them to fly.
Let's introduce this fool for our newer listeners.
Yeah. So if you don't know, this is the Third BIL. My brother, John Maloney, goofball. If you can go back and watch the other episodes, listen to the other episodes. This dude's a dork.
Mm-hmm.
Don't watch the episode with Ted Burns. If you're looking for an episode with Johnny on it, don't watch the Ted Burns episodes because
he slept for about an hour of it, and the rest of the time he didn't have a mic, and he was doing most of the interviewing. So how you doing, Johnny?
I'm doing all right. Chilling. Woke up this morning. Another day above the earth.
Can't be tired. You got a bunch of sleep.
I still told you, even before we came in here, I was like, I might fall asleep on the way over to the refuge.
He's like, we get out of the truck and he's like, dude, I think I'm gonna take a nap on the way to the refuge. Yesterday we're driving to the refuge in the morning and this fool's up scrolling through Instagram reels the whole time we're on the ride. As soon as we pull into the refuge, we've got like 5 minutes to get our stuff on and get ready before they start calling. And Johnny's like, I think I'm gonna take a nap real quick. And I'm like, bro, we gotta get ready. Like, what are you talking about? You're gonna take a nap. Get your stuff on and let's go.
Just a little power nap.
He's like, all right, fine.
I hate these headphones.
So I can take them if you want. We can switch. I'll give you mine. You take those ones. Don't matter.
Nah, we'll be all right.
Let me put this on silent. So our first episode is out on Patreon.
Yes.
We got 2 supporters.
2 patrons.
Two patrons. It's your wife and my mom.
Yeah.
I mean, get over there and listen. We put out episode 1, dude, and it was a good episode.
It was.
It was a really good episode.
Canada.
Real quick, what's the difference between Patreon and what you guys are doing here?
So Patreon is people pay, it's $5 a month, and it's like basically exclusive content. So our Patreon episodes are not going to be on Spotify or YouTube. So those episodes are like strictly on Patreon, and then we can do a lot of like live streaming. All of our live streaming stuff is going to be on Patreon.
I got you.
So none of that live stream stuff is going to be on YouTube. Like the fights and stuff like that, it's all going to be on Patreon. So $5 a month, you get 4 bonus episodes, and then whatever live content we have. So there's a lot that'll be going on Patreon.
And it's an app. It's not like you have to like try and watch it on Safari on your phone or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There's literally an app for it.
Yep.
So
Convenient.
Yeah, very convenient. And it's just $5 a month.
yeah,
Like,
it's just a way for people to be able to support us like directly, like support the podcast, so we can upgrade equipment and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Obviously we need a new table. We've been
Yeah.
needing a new table for a while.
Yeah, no, I'm getting one Monday.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, the lady just lives like an hour and a half away, but she works in Ceres.
Oh, okay.
But the post said freaking that it was in Turlock, and I was like, oh, cool. Like, I'll pick it up today. And she was like, are you in this? I don't know where it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, no. She's like, okay, well, I'll be in Ceres on Monday for work. You could pick it up at like 5. I was like, cool.
Yeah,
All right,
cool.
Whatever.
So, yeah, that all that money goes back into doing this stuff.
Yeah.
So none of that money is like pretty much none of it's going in our pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's all to pour back into the podcast. I mean, who knows if we blow up and we get a bunch of Patreon people on, like patrons on there, then maybe we do get to pocket a little bit of it and have that go back to us. But for now, it's all going into the podcast. It's all going back to where we can make this experience better for you guys. So definitely download the Patreon app.
Yeah.
It's $5 a month.
Yeah.
Less than
and
chicken right now.
we've said multiple times that we're not doing this for the money. We enjoy doing it, and we're glad that you guys enjoy listening as much as you do. So that means a lot to us.
Do you enjoy listening, Johnny?
I enjoy listening.
How many episodes have you listened to?
I've listened to quite a few. I'm
Not
away
all
into
of them?
work. There's a lot.
Do you grow your wife like that too? Because she hasn't listened to all of them.
She told me it was the last week or the week before. She's like, "I'm sorry, babe. Like I haven't listened to your podcast in a while." It's like it's fine. You don't like.
Because
You hear me every day.
She hears you talking more. It's like you talk too much in real life, so I don't need to listen to you on the podcast.
I do talk a lot.
I have 2 stories. Yeah, I didn't do 4 this week because I was like, I don't know how much time we have, especially now with Johnny not showing up on time. You know, so
Not only not did he show up on time, I had to go pick him up.
From my house.
He goes to my house every morning. We go hunting. He goes to my house. That way we go home. He can help me unload the truck real quick, and then he'll just take off from there. Plus, my house is on his way to the refuge, so like it's easier that way. But no, this morning I had to go bang on his door and wake him up. After I called him about 20 times. I called him this morning. I called him twice this morning. The second one, he answered the phone. He's like, "Hey, I'm up." It's like, sick. Cool. We're good. He called. It was like 6:50, and I was like, "Oh, perfect." Like that's amazing.
little do you guys know I wasn't up on time either.
Yeah, no, I could tell when I called you this morning.
Well, I was up then brushing my teeth. I would have been out here by 8 o'clock.
Yeah. But I definitely heard your voice, and I could hear you just had that just woke up voice.
Mm-hmm. So, I think we should just get straight into his top fives because we're gonna have
we'll have some good discussion off of that.
Yeah. So we're gonna do. So we did top 5 TV shows ours on Patreon. Mm-hmm. So we want to get Johnny's top 5, and then we want to TV shows, and then we want to get his top 5 video games.
Yeah, I'm about to do the same thing because it is toasty in here.
Yeah. I'll turn it off. Or it's right there. It's the dial on the right. Just spin it one way or the other. All the way. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. It's been running. It's been running for like an hour now. So.
I know. I told Johnny. I was like, dude, don't get super cozy because 1, we're hunting the afternoon, and 2, we're recording a podcast in a heated shed. Like you don't need to get super warm because
he didn't say the heated shed part. So.
I did say the heated shed part. No, but this fool will go out and it'll be like a 70-degree day, and this fool is wearing thermals. I'm like, bro, 1, we're walking around doing stuff like that. Like you're gonna get hot from that. 2nd, like it's gonna be 100 degrees outside.
That thing. I don't know how it works so good for $20.
Dude, yeah.
That thing
kicks.
Yeah, it heats this thing up. So I know it's not a very big space, but it freaking kills it in here.
Oh, Johnny's changing his list.
I was just thinking.
He's pulling an Andrew.
Oh, man. I just remembered it, and then I just lost. Oh,
Dang it, dude. My wife gave me a show the other day, too, that she's like, I'm surprised that's not in your top 5. Because I put she's like, you put Grey's Anatomy in there? I was like, heck yeah, dude.
you put Grey's Anatomy in your top 5 shows?
Dude, I watched it so much I have to. Has to
Yeah.
go in there. Yeah, I can't remember what show it was. I don't know. Yeah, so let's start with your top 5.
Do you want to give a rundown of our top 5, or you want to make
No,
people...
go to the Patreon.
Yeah.
Go to the
that's what I was
Patreon.
gonna say.
We'll start with top 5 video games.
Top 5 video games?
Let's start with that one.
All right, I'm going 5-1, right?
All right.
And
this guy, you've probably played what, over...
Dude, I've probably played over like 100,000 hours video games.
Yeah, you probably got over 100,000 hours video games. How many video games do you think you played?
Thousands.
Yeah, you.
No way.
Yeah.
No, dude,
Dude,
like
thousands?
from when I was like 8 years old, I started playing video.
I
Less
guess-
than that, like
I
6
guess
or
if
7.
you count like each of the Pokemon games and stuff like that.
Bro,
like,
I go back to
only that, like
GameCube.
phone games and stuff too. Like this fool has
yeah.
phone games like crazy.
And that's not even like.
and that's not even on his list.
Yeah.
But like even video games, because he has like, you get the PlayStation Plus free games, and this fool will go through and like buy like 99-cent games and stuff and play those. Like this fool. Yeah.
The indie games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I get down to indie
He
games.
used to get so mad at me.
He's
like,
not like me or you, where
Yeah.
we just get like super obsessive about one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And play that
He
for a
used to
few
get
months.
so mad at me about that, dude. Like, why don't you play different games? I hate that you don't play different games. You can't play all these with me,
Dude,
And
when
I'm
we
like,
were.
we don't have the same interests in that. Like, this fool plays nerd games, dog. Like, he still plays
Oh,
Minecraft.
okay. That I don't consider that a nerd game, right? It's pretty creative, all right.
6-year-olds play that game.
Yeah,
bro.
exactly.
I build empires, all right.
I build empires. I punches holes in his doors when
Yeah,
he dies on
neither,
Minecraft.
neither of you guys have gotten Black Ops 6 on
No.
on yet. It's the best Call of Duty in about 10 years.
The Omni movement looks insane.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. I need to look into it.
I want to get a PC before I start really buying the newer games and stuff like that, because I want to transition from fucking PlayStation to over to PC.
It makes
Yeah.
sense if you
Which-
play that many games.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
I've always wanted to do, but it just
Yeah.
sucks because I've always just put money into PlayStation.
Yeah.
I wish I played mouse and keyboard. Like, cause like on Call of Duty, I tried the first day and I was like on Black Ops 6 and I'm like,
No
not only am I not my first time ever using mouse and keyboard, cause like there's certain games like Valorant and stuff like that you have to use mouse
Yeah.
and keyboard. But I was like, and then learning Omni movement with it as well. Like the game is so fast, it's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
And it's tough. Like, if you didn't start playing PC when it first came out and like learned how to play mouse and keyboard, like it's just so difficult.
Yeah, it's
to-
like trying to throw a baseball with your left hand.
Yeah,
like
it's so hard, dude.
Mhm.
It's so hard because the guys that play it are like so good, and then you get in lobbies and like even with the guys that play controller, like everybody's always played controller, so everybody's good on controller, and then these guys switch to mouse and keyboard and they're really good on mouse and keyboard, and just the skill gap is so hard to overcome to get decent at it.
Yeah, and I play on PC now, so I'm literally in lobbies with people that are mouse and keyboard,
Yeah.
and they just have such an advantage over
Yeah.
it. It's yeah.
The
My-
reaction.
My, dad hates playing with me, bro. It's so funny, dude. He freaks out every time. All right, let's get into your top 5, brother.
Alrighty, let's go. Top 5 video games or top 5 shows. Which one?
Video games.
Video games. All right. So the first one is like one from like 2008. Super far. This is what got me into like RPGs and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's Vikings Battle for Asgard.
I've never
You
heard
might
of
remember
that.
me
I
playing this.
think I do.
I've never
I
heard
think
of
I do.
that.
Yeah.
So that's your
it's-
number 5 or your number
That's my
1?
number 5.
Okay.
That's the one that like started it all. That
Yeah.
got me into like Skyrim, Fallouts.
Did you ever play Mountain Blade?
Yeah.
Yeah, he loves
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mountain
I
Blade.
freaking
dude,
love that
Mountain
game,
Blade's
dude.
another banger, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that one just basically got me started. I fell in love with the game. You would like go around and free like your soldiers from like encampments and stuff, and then they would like help you take over the surrounding area. It was fire. It was fire. And then there was like fortresses and stuff. You take down those fortresses, you move to the next island.
Oh,
That's
dope.
sick.
Yeah, yeah. And
I
there
love
was
old war games. Like
there was
that.
three different islands, and each time you went to the next island, stronger enemies, you know, and there were dragons and stuff in it. It was sick. It was untold fucking greatness. All
I
right?
almost just did a spit take.
The next one, number 4. Now we're getting into the bread and butter. All right, this is Fallout New Vegas. This game I grinded so hard in. from like 2010 to like 2014.
Yeah.
I had the full game edition, so I had like all the DLC, which I never finished the DLC, and I still want to get back. Like I bought this game on Steam to play the DLC and stuff. I rebought it on Steam because I'm borrowing one of my, shout out Daniel, I'm borrowing his laptop.
Oh, okay.
So I'm able to like play like M&K games and stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I bought that. I seen that was on sale for like $5. Dude, the Steam games are insanely cheap.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But that one, shooter, exploration, you got choices you need to make. Everything's in your hands.
Yeah.
Like, you create your own path. And that's one of the biggest things about, like, RPGs for me, at least. Role-playing games. Let me choose what I'm going to do. If I'm going to be a bad guy, let me be a bad guy.
Yeah.
If I'm going to be a good guy, let me be a good guy.
Like,
I
like
played
Fable back in the day.
Fable is another
Yeah.
banger, bro. One of my boys used to
Yeah.
play Fable, and that was, like, the first game with, like, a running economy, bro.
Yeah, and you can, like, in that game, you could literally choose
You
your
can
own
kill
path. And that was
anybody.
on Xbox 360, and you could literally, like, you could be a good guy or, like, you could be a bad guy. Fable 2, like, you would grow horns if you kept doing bad shit.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Or you
What
would get
the
a
heck?
halo
Yeah,
if you
dude.
started doing good stuff or
Yeah.
something like that, right?
Dang, I played a little bit of Fallout. He got me to play a little bit of it, but I never got into it. Him and Michael, dude, used to play
Dude.
for hours.
Borderlands 2, another really good
They
one.
used to play
I
for
love Borderlands.
hours
Borderlands
on that
games are
stuff.
sick. Number 3. Come on. We back into the shooters. Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
I told you.
Yeah, you knew that.
Yep,
one
that was
gonna be
on that
his
was on my
list.
list. Black Ops 2, dude.
I put that one right in the middle. You know what I mean? Because that was like, just so many fond memories of Black
That game was
Ops 2.
historic for us, bro.
Dude, as soon as it, like, the server shut down and stuff, me and Chase instantly, like, when are they going to remake this? When are they going to, what is it? What do they do the games? They
Remaster.
remaster
remaster,
them?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my God. I want to
Yeah,
remaster
we played
Black
that
Ops
for
2.
years, dude.
I-
Literally until the servers went bad.
So I
Yeah.
think with Modern Warfare 3, I think they learned their lesson, and I don't think we'll get that again. Like, because movement and stuff on these new games is just not built for those
Yeah.
old maps.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it was a disaster trying to play Modern Warfare 3 with their original MW2 maps.
Yeah.
It was a disaster. And they don't really care about multiplayer anyways. All
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
care about
Yeah.
is freaking
The Warzone.
Yeah,
and-
Warzone,
Yeah.
yeah.
Which, dude, that's what sucks is like multiplayer used to be such a bit, like that was it. Like playing ranked multiplayer was it. And like capture the flag, domination, search and destroy, and there's hardpoint.
Yeah.
Those 4 game modes, dude, were on ranked play. Oh my gosh, dude.
yeah.
It,
I
it
mean,
was
it's
awesome.
it's actually pretty good on this Black Ops 6, but it's full of cheaters.
Yeah, and it's never gonna get. I don't think it'll ever get back to the point where it was. And I think Black Ops 2 is like peak for that, for sure, because it was just what everybody did.
Yeah. Like
And
the cheating back like before Black Ops 2 was totally different than it was Black Ops 2 and onwards.
Yeah.
'Cause, like Black Ops 2 you had like actual cheating, whereas before that it was like prestige lobbies. Like
Yeah.
and like wall hacks, but like those just went away. Like I feel like you didn't really experience it
You
that
didn't
much.
run into them as often as you do
Yeah.
now.
And you didn't in Black Ops 2 either.
I had a couple- I
It wasn't
remember-
until like Black Ops 2 started to phase out, and you got, what was it? Ghost came after Black Ops 2, and then like Advanced Warfare and stuff. But like once Black Ops 2, like the servers started to go bad, and everybody started to get on the newer Call of Duties. Like that's when it really like got super bad on Black Ops 2. But you would run into occasional like hackers and stuff like that. But then you like, we used to have dudes that would go in and like hack your VPN and stuff and shut your internet down.
Yeah,
And, like,
yeah.
you'd lag out, like-
overload your IP.
Yeah, overload your IP and then you just lag out. Yeah, that used to be really, really bad too.
Or lag switching, where you go to shoot this guy and then he just starts
Yeah.
ding 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 ding
Yeah,
ding
yeah,
ding ding, ding.
exactly. It did get bad. But luckily, like we were able to play the heart of the game where it was like prime, come home from school, throw your backpack down.
Dude, wake up in the mornings.
Dad's
Yeah.
telling you to do the dishes, and you're saying, "Screw that! He's not gonna be home until 7, so we're gonna play Black Ops 2 until 6, and then we'll get everything done."
Until like 6:30, we got one more game.
Yeah, Dad would come home and the dishes wouldn't be done, and it was all bad. But yeah, it was, dude. Black Ops 2 was like,
Prime
yeah,
gaming. That was some of the best like gaming moments ever, bro.
Oh yeah.
With the couch set up, my TV on the furnace.
Yep.
You sitting the other way, facing the window, like just calling out back and forth, like. Man, we got so good at that game. It was insane.
Yeah, and then we'd go to one of us would die, and we'd go to the other's TV and be like, "They're right here, right here," and point it out to them.
The original freaking screen watchers.
Dude, people used to get so pissed because like I'd spectate. Like if I died, I'd spectate, and Johnny would just like peek over his shoulder and look back, like if somebody got into a gunfight to see where they were. To, like,
run
know
over
what
there,
flanks
bro.
to hit and stuff like that, dude. Oh, people used to get pissed watching it, like hearing us do that, dude. Oh, it was so bad.
There's one game that if it's not on your list, I'm actually going to be disappointed because I really want to talk to you. And I will talk to you about it regardless if it's on your list or not. But I'm hoping it is.
Okay.
Number
2, Rainbow Six Siege. Oh, my God. That game has... that's something I've been playing, like, super recently, right? And... that thing's
She's
just...
got like 8 video games.
I can't. Yeah, I know. I can't read his handwriting straight
he
up,
writes
so
it
definitely
hard.
not upside down.
No. He can't write.
No,
Very well.
this
You're the only
Rainbow
one in
Six
this
Siege,
room that's played it. So, you played it a little bit.
I've played it. It is good.
it's so fucking good. It's
I'm
just you
just-
got to give it a chance because it's a hard learning curve. You know what I mean? Like
it's so
it's
much
like trying
different.
to get. It's like trying to get into Apex now.
Yeah.
Like the game is like everybody's just so good on the game at this point that I just feel like I'm good.
Yeah, and it's difficult, like the learning curve from like your Activision movement and like Black Ops and Modern Warfare and that stuff.
way
like
different.
going from that movement to the movement in Rainbow Six
you're gonna
Siege,
feel a lot slower.
dude, it's so difficult because it is very slow movement. Like it's slow plays. You're not just busting in there and like going crazy. It's so difficult to make that learning curve. And like I still haven't been able to do it. We get in and I'll play with them a little bit, and it's so hard, dude.
Yeah, that's like my first time ever playing Valorant or like CS:GO or anything like that. Because you're like, I'm so used to like run and gun shooters,
Yeah.
respawns, and
Yeah.
then you're playing 5v5 rounds.
Yeah.
And no, it's
You die and that's it. You gotta wait.
Yeah.
yeah. No, I definitely like. I would probably play it on my PC though. I wouldn't want a controller in my hand trying to do like peeking around corners and stuff like that.
There's definitely a.
And see, I think that, sorry to cut you off, but I think that's one of the things too, like with mouse and keyboard, if you learn on a game like that, that's where you get your like introduction to mouse and keyboard, is playing the slow play games where you can take your time and you don't have to rush.
100%.
And then once you get decent at that, then you transition to the faster games.
Yeah, 100%.
What were you going to say?
That game's just so diverse too. Like with the learning curve comes like map knowledge, operator knowledge, like what you're shooting, how you're building your gun.
And that game, it's been out for a long time, but I feel like
almost 10 years.
Yeah, but I feel like it's recently gotten to be like one of the top games because of
Jinxie blew it up.
Jinxie blew that
100%.
game up, dude, and it's been big for the last 2-3
I mean, that
years
fool
now.
has
They're
like
doing-
100,000 viewers on Twitch, like watching him not even play, react to people's clips and stuff.
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
So I mean, that game's insane.
Yeah.
He blew it up big time. They're doing like siege tournaments and stuff now.
Oh yeah,
They've been doing that, but now they've recently brought it to where like the 3 of us could be in a team and go compete.
We used to do that on Black Ops, like
Yeah.
play from home tournaments and stuff.
Yeah.
We used to get into those and just go in there and rake, dude. It was
Couple
those days,
little
dude.
squeakers just going to town on the sticks, bro.
Yeah.
All right, number 1, Rocket League.
Oh
Come
my,
on.
I can't
Come
believe
on.
it.
You got that at number
Come
one?
on. Come on. Just because it's recent and I've been grinding and I've slowly seen like my my growth in that game has been insane.
Yeah, you're still not a champ.
I'm gonna say this game, and he's gonna be like, I can't believe that wasn't in my top 5.
What is it?
For Honor.
Oh my god, dude. Okay, all right. Fuck Rocket League. For Honor. Oh my god, Andrew.
I was gonna say you were like top 100 in the world at one point in that game.
Yes, that game was fucking peak. Oh my god, that game, dude. You just brought up so many different
You can
memories.
see it right there. I have the. Oh no, it's in one of the launchers, but it's
For
freaking.
Honor is
Dude.
a bitch of a game. All right, that game.
Him and Michael, that's one game that him and Michael used to grind for hours, bro.
Like,
they
it's
literally
still fun too.
Yeah.
my
Like-
reputation, bro. I was beast of a fucking law bringer.
So how high did you get in that game, like rank wise?
I forgot because there was like competitive gameplay, but I kind of like.
You still have clips on your phone.
Probably. Don't look right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, he probably.
I was up
you
there.
Were like
so like
0.1%
there was a.
I could have swore he downloaded whatever.
There was a tracker.
Launcher.
There was a For Honor tracker, right?
Yeah.
And I could pull up my stats right now off the For Honor tracker.
Mm-hmm.
But at one point I was in the like top 100. I think I was like, I don't know, like just above 50 or something like that, like 57 or something like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But for that, so there's like 16 different characters, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just picked the one that I liked most, you know what I mean, and just dedicated time to that.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 and then slowly you check on the For Honor tracker. It's got all your different characters, the different game modes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You just select your character, and then on that for kills, wins, all that shit, I was in the top fucking 50 or whatever it was.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you were showing me your stats on like I think it was the Lawgiver, and you had like a 8 KD or something like that.
Bro, this is from when
like
way back in the day too. So all my stats aren't even recent.
Yeah. Yeah, him and Michael, they used to grind that game for hours, dude. And Michael, now Michael's in Virginia, and they still, like, when Michael was in Virginia, they used to play it. So, like, you're 3 or 4 hours apart, and they're grinding this game at 11 o'clock at night here. And, yeah, they'd get on that for hours. And just, like, I'd go to sleep, because, like, they'd play it when I worked at the bakery. So I'd go to sleep because I had to be up at 2 o'clock for work. I got to be at work at 2:30. I'd get up at 1:45, 2 o'clock. So I'd be in bed by 6 when they start playing. I'd wake up and they'd still be playing. And like, dude, just talk about a grind, bro.
Yeah.
Like
my boy from Florida, we're still like that. Like the other day it was like midnight and we're playing FIFA.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, dude, it's like 3 o'clock. He's like, oh my God, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I gotta go to bed.
Yeah.
I was like, I know my wife has to work in the morning. I got the baby all day tomorrow. I don't want to be tired.
Yeah. And then my schedule shift and my schedule switched and I started working swing shift and I'd get home at 1 o'clock in the morning and this fool would be playing at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, just talk about a grind. He's like, I'm not going to work tomorrow.
I'm not going. I'm not going.
Yeah, no, that's... Yeah, I was just like, I was shocked whenever you said those ones because I thought like Rocket League and Rainbow would be lower on your list because For Honor, I thought it would be number 1.
Yeah.
Dude, I completely forgot about For Honor. I had some bangers. I had a crew I used to run with, and we would always call out, you know what I mean? Like, oh, man.
Dude, this fool always does that. Like, when he gets into a video game, he finds a crew and just boop.
Fits right in.
Like, he's got a Snapchat group chat with dudes that he plays with on Rainbow.
Siege, yeah.
And like
you guys hopping on?
Dudes across the country that's who his crew is on Rainbow. Like that's who he plays with. It's crazy.
That's when I was playing semi-pro FIFA, like freaking pro clubs. We play like with a full 11.
Damn.
And we were all in a Discord, and so like everybody would chat like what time we were gonna start warm-ups before the games and stuff. It was nuts, bro. Like trying to get 11 guys to be off work and ready to go at the same time.
Yeah.
Like some of these guys live in Virginia, some of these guys live in Florida. Like
the coordination's
got to
be crazy, bro.
Yeah, it was insane.
Yeah, we did that too with Black Ops 2. We had a couple of different crews that we'd run with, and like that was back in the day when like you'd create a clan, and your clan, like that would be your gamer tag. Like it wasn't just a part of the clan tag. Like you'd have a full gamer tag of your clan. So like we had 6 different PlayStation 3 accounts where all of them were in different clans with different people that we ran with and stuff.
Yeah.
And like one of them was a dude from Arizona. I can't remember his name right now.
CJ or something.
Yeah, CJ.
Yeah.
Like I lost his contact on Instagram from new Instagram accounts and stuff like that. But dude, we used to chop it up all the time, and like that's just who we ran with. Like it was.
This fool didn't know Jack and Dexter. That was in my top 5, and he didn't know Jack too.
Uncultured.
Yeah, uncultured swine.
Uncultured swine.
I'm surprised you didn't have Sky. I saw Skyrim written down, but I'm surprised you didn't throw that in there because that was.
It's just
you
because
played that for so long too.
Yeah, no. So I have like a bunch of games that are in like my top 10 or top 5, but I just for this, it's just recent. What's off the memory? You know what I mean? Vikings Battle for Asgard will always be on my list, no matter where it is.
Yeah.
That's like the one that got me started in RPGs, into all that. Like,
that was the one that you were like stuffing the towel underneath the door in the morning. That way Dad didn't know, or like during the night. That way Dad didn't know that you were awake.
Exactly. I played a lot of like old games too, like Pac-Man, bro. Remember Pac-Man?
Yeah.
On GameCube?
Yeah.
That was insane. I went crazy. I remember beating that game to Kanye West's song Power, bro.
My favorite GameCube game was NFL Street 2.
That was a banger. We played that on PlayStation 2.
You scored more points for like showboating.
Yeah,
That was what do you call it? Like where you could do like run on the wall and do all this crazy shit, right?
Yeah.
That game
We used to play that on the Carver house.
Yeah.
Dude,
We'd
so
feed Felony
our first,
and then just straight to the game.
So we had a dog named Felony. It was like a little runt, dude. It was like
I was about
lab,
to say something,
It was
but
like a lab pit bull boxer, like Chihuahua mix, dude. It was crazy.
I almost just went in right now, but we're not gonna go there.
No, but our first game ever was on a GameCube. It was Spider-Man on the GameCube.
That's another one.
That was our first game ever played.
That one I would get in trouble for playing through the night.
Yeah.
I remember very vividly my pops walking through the door, started screaming at me, go to fucking bed.
Yeah. And that's when our parents were married. Like that was that long ago.
Yeah.
So
That's crazy. All right.
That was a banger top 5 list.
That was,
Like,
yeah.
But I told you,
besides the Vikings one, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I never played that one.
Look
Dude,
it up.
he's
No,
got-
look
he's
up
got so many
gameplay. It's
video
fire.
games played, dude. It's crazy.
Another one I wanted to talk about was Hollow Knight. I don't know if you guys seen that. That's one I played through COVID with the little bugs and shit.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. That one's pretty.
And then that one, what's that like space game that you played through COVID too?
Oh, Stellaris.
yeah,
Another
Stellaris.
banger.
You and Michael used to play that a lot too.
Taking over the universe, taking over the galaxies.
Did you play Starfield?
No, that's one, dude. So
Yeah.
now that I have a PC, my boy Daniel was like, dude, you got to get on Starfield.
Yeah, you gotta try it. It's fun. It's very complicated though.
Yeah, there's
and,
like
for you, it makes sense to try and play a game like that because you have just like endless time, right? If you don't want to go do something besides work, if you don't want to go do something, you don't have to go do it.
Play
Yeah,
games.
for me, I got wife,
Yeah.
kids. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not happening. So
That's the bachelor life of Johnny. This fool just gets to get off work and do whatever he wants, and then he goes to jiu-jitsu in the gym, and then during duck season he hunts, and besides that, he just gets to do whatever the heck he wants if he's not at work.
the joys of being a virgin.
know what to tell you.
Let's get in these top 5 TV shows.
All right, top 5 TV shows. Number 5, we got Castlevania.
That's an anime. I haven't watched that one.
It's an anime. It's pretty gory. It's pretty wicked. It's pretty
Yeah.
nice.
I'm probably not gonna know like
you
I probably
might-
know one or two shows in
that
your
one's
top
on
5.
Netflix, right?
Yeah. It's only like 3 seasons long. I finished it just before I went back to work, and what a banger of a show. What a
Yeah.
banger of a show. The fighting scenes and stuff like that, fucking awesome. Like the character development between like all the characters, like uniting under a front, and taking down the big force or whatever it is
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. There's nothing more masculine than watching anime.
yeah.
Genuinely.
Yeah.
Like just watching these guys, they all overcome something.
Uh-huh.
Every single anime show is about them overcoming and getting stronger. And yeah.
They start as a bum and they rise to a hero.
You guys
all
are
right?
watching cartoons still.
This dude, all right, the
And
Belmont.
if you don't get it from Johnny's video game list, he is a nerd, like
Yeah.
top notch.
Just wait. It gets better. Next one, Bleach.
Didn't watch that one.
You didn't
either.
watch
We
Bleach,
talked about that a
yeah,
little bit
yeah.
on the Patreon.
Yeah, I didn't put any animes in my top 5 because I was like, that's kind of a different list, and I would rather talk about that with you.
Yeah.
because he
Yeah.
doesn't know.
That one you got from Tundrick and them, huh?
Yep. I remember watching that over at Tundrick's house. Always watching Bleach. The fight scenes on that went fucking insane.
Did he just bleep himself?
Yeah. after all the words I dropped already, just bleep that one out.
Oh, that's funny.
Ichigo. I haven't watched it in so long, so I don't want to butcher his name, but I think it's like Ichigo Kurosaki or some shit like that.
I have no idea.
So it's something along those lines. But yeah,
But- that was a banger of a show. All the different like abilities everybody had, like the fight scenes were always unique. Like,
Yeah.
everything's different. Next one's Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That show.
I told him, I was like, that one would be in my top 5 all shows.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jujutsu Kaisen's fucking fire.
Yeah.
No bleep.
I mean, if it gets a couple, if it gets a couple more seasons in, it would definitely be in my top 5, like, of anything.
Yeah.
I haven't even finished it.
Oh my god, dude, you're missing. I've watched it like 3 times.
Yeah, I finished it up until like I want to say the newest season, but that was like a couple months ago.
It's still kind of recent, so if anybody listening watches anime, I won't give any spoilers. But like the ending to that show, you're gonna be like, if they make us wait fucking 3 years for this season 2, like I'm gonna lose my mind.
Yeah.
Cause like, yeah, no.
So
you have to finish it, cause we'll talk about it off the podcast, so we don't give any spoilers. But
Yeah.
yeah, no. I mean, even just season 1, it's like, it's already in any list anime wise. Like, I would
100%,
recommend
bro.
it to anybody that doesn't
It's
even
that
watch
good?
anime.
Yeah,
It's
no,
that
dude.
fucking
Hey,
good,
you
bro.
should Jujutsu Kaisen. That's one that would like get you into anime.
That is the introductory into anime.
Yeah.
Because it's a short series, and like I don't think it's gonna be short, but as of right now, it's short. It's only 2 seasons.
Oh,
I
okay.
think it's like 26 episodes.
So I think I did watch both of those seasons, and then you know how they have that movie.
Yeah, I haven't watched the movie.
You haven't watched the movie, so I
No.
watched the 2 seasons, watched the movie, and then we tried to find the newer seasons, but everything's in Japan or Japanese.
Oh yeah, I watch it. I
haven't
dubbed
finished those
anyways.
yet. Yeah.
Or, I mean, I watch it subbed. I don't watch
it
it
dubbed?
in English. Yeah.
It's better that way.
And see, I can't do that either. I cannot watch anything with subtitles.
I was like that because Naruto was the first. We talked about it on Patreon, but Naruto was the first one that I watched, and so I had like a year from like episode like 350 to 500 because there's 500 episodes of Shippuden, and the last like 200 episodes or so were subbed. So I literally had like a year split where I didn't watch it, and then like all my friends were like, "Dude, it's better to watch it like
It's better
with
to watch
subtitles
it that way.
anyways." And I just started watching it from there on, and then I was like, "Nah, I can't watch
feel like it
any
has-
anime in English besides." Well, I'll wait because I don't know if it's gonna be in there.
Yeah, I cannot watch with subtitles. Joey does it all the time because she doesn't like. I'd rather have my TV on 100 and listen to it than
Yeah.
or like.
Well, that's the thing, I
changing the
watch
volume.
them
With
loud.
voice actors too.
I watch them loud too.
Changing
So
the volume through the show, like during quiet parts, turning it up, and then it starts like a fight scene or something. It gets loud, and you got to turn it back down. Joey hates that, so she'll listen to it like at a volume where you can hear the loud stuff perfectly, and then the quiet stuff she just reads the subtitles. And I'm like, I'm here to watch, not read. Like,
yeah, I'm watching Demon Slayer right now.
Oh, that's a banger,
I'm watching
bro.
it on like 25 in the bedroom. So I mean, it's not as loud as I would watch it, but
Yeah.
Cindy and the baby are asleep, and then she goes to turn the TV on the other day, and the baby, she had put the baby in the bassinet, finally went down on his own, turned the TV on, and you know the Amazon TVs, they instantly start with fucking ads, and it's like just freaking like she's in the movie theaters and wakes the baby up.
And then the ads are like twice as loud as the actual TV show, dude. Oh, I hate that. Like,
Dude, the Prime Video football, right? Like, and Prime does an actual good job with Thursday Night Football. It's not bad at all.
Yeah.
But the ads are like 3 times as loud as I put the games on 100 in my living room with the freaking sound bar. And if the kids are playing out there, I still can't hear the fucking game.
well, yeah, you
Like
got
all these streaming
those kids are
services.
so loud.
Yeah. But all the streaming services, like the games are so much quieter. Anyways, we got way off topic. I'm sorry, but that was I just thought it was funny.
Where were we at? Your last
We
one
were at
was...
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yep,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that show's a banger. Demon Slayer too. And now that you brought that
Yeah.
up, it hella just like For Honor, it fell
Yeah.
back to the back of my mind.
Number 2.
Number 2, The Boys.
I told you he watches
I
that.
knew that was gonna be in your list.
That show's a banger, bro.
The season 1 and season 2, yes. Season 3, season 4. Season 4 went way too far with the gay and
Yeah.
You don't gotta yell. You don't
yeah,
gotta yell.
yeah. We didn't even know one of the characters was gay until season 4.
Yeah. I don't want to ruin it or anything, but
Yeah.
Jesus,
And you're just
like,
like-
oh my God, just wham.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of like brought in, you know what I mean? Like with the story with who he's with and stuff like that.
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
how is this even like little backstory, I guess. Like, fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. They went so far off the rails with that show that like I don't think I'll watch another season if it comes out. I mean, but season 1 and season 2, like Homeland, are just hilarious. Like,
yeah, dude.
No, I loved that show, season 1 and season 2, and then,
I still fuck with it. It's just because I
that's
have
fair.
to.
That's
Gotta
a fair
see
one
it
to
through,
be.
my boy.
Yeah, you're like my wife is just like you guys. Like you guys have to finish. Well, you don't have to finish it. You like whenever you start something, you have to finish it. Yeah. See, me and you are the same in that. Like I'll just
with
turn
TV
something
shows,
on.
with TV
to
shows,
see
I
it
don't
through.
have to. With TV shows, like if it gets to a point where it's like, nah, this is too much.
Yeah.
Get it off the screen. I'm done watching this.
That's how I am with TV shows as well. And Sydney's like, I get driving her crazy because I'll stop it with like 3 episodes to go. I'm like, I don't even care how it ends, to be honest with you. I don't
Grey's
care.
Anatomy, I've seen it all the way through, but like now that we rewatch it and stuff, it gets to a certain point, you're like, restart. Like when we got home from the
After
hospital,
season like 12 or 14, I can't remember which one it is.
no, it's like 14 or 15, I think.
Yeah, it's 2 seasons after Derek died, and then and then you're over it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there's like when we got home from the hospital, there's an episode where Ben Warren, and I'm going to spoil this if you haven't seen Grey's Anatomy, but I guarantee you.
If you haven't seen it by now.
Yeah.
Probably not gonna watch it.
There's an episode where Warren does a C-section
I remember with the clipboard.
Yep. So we got home from the hospital, and that was the episode that we were on.
Oh my god.
And my wife just had a C-section, so we turned it on, and I was like, do you want to watch this episode? And she's like, no. She's like, yeah, we could restart. So,
I don't know how you guys watched that show, like with how, because Joey's kind of squeamish about certain things.
not really.
Huh? Well, she's like with death and like bad shit.
It's
in
more
TV
of like
shows.
the murder,
Okay.
murder and all that
All
stuff.
right, so that's okay. So I was going the opposite way because like watching Grey's Anatomy while Sydney was pregnant and just watching people like lose babies and stuff, I was like, nah, I don't know, I can't.
Yeah,
watch
no, there
this
was a
anymore.
couple times that we were sitting there and like Joey had fallen asleep and we're watching an episode and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Yeah, you're just sitting there in panic mode.
Yeah.
Like, no,
Like
it's
all these
terrible.
things can happen. Like this can actually happen. Like but then there's those moments like when we were before we went to the hospital, like she was still pregnant and we had seen the episode where Amelia and Atticus have their baby.
Mm-hmm.
And like I'm sitting there watching it and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna have that excitement. Like I was sitting there like just overjoyed with like, holy crap, like
Their
I'm
whole
gonna
dynamic
be a dad
pissed me
soon.
off.
Kind of
but
putting yourself in
Yeah.
that moment, or what?
Yeah, exactly. So I mean there were some positives to it, but
Number
yeah, no, I
one,
definitely
Johnny.
feel you.
Number
What's that
one?
number one?
Berserk.
I didn't watch that one either. That's like
I got books of this one.
Yeah, that's the one that I told you. He has the
Yeah.
books to it and everything.
that's the one where he's a Viking, right? It's like
The 1997 adaptation of Berserk is phenomenal.
I don't know why you just said it in that voice.
Yeah,
but-
is that the book or what?
He's not a Viking, so he's like he's just a mercenary, right?
Oh, okay.
So he just travels from like war band to war band, and then finally he gets into this war band. I think it's called like the Hawks, right? He gets in with the Hawks, and then it takes off from there. Like it just shows his
So
journey
they're all
and character
anime.
development.
Your whole
yeah,
top
yeah.
5 is
Yeah.
anime. Okay.
Except for
Johnny
The
doesn't-
Boys.
Yeah, Johnny doesn't
Except
watch
for
like
The Boys.
actual
I was gonna
TV
put The
shows, though.
Sopranos in there because The Sopranos is fire.
That is a fire
That's a
show.
good TV show.
I told Sydney I wanted to watch it because I've watched bits and pieces like at
Don't
my
you have the
friend's
DVD set?
house.
I do have the DVD set.
So it's like Sons of Anarchy for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you want to watch The Sopranos, you got the TV
Just let
set
me
for
know.
it.
I'll bring it over. It has all the
I
seasons.
have like every friggin' streaming service.
Yeah.
If it's
Oh, yeah,
not
you
on
really
one of
don't.
them. Yeah. I don't even know if I have a DVD player. My Xbox doesn't take friggin' DVDs.
Discs or what?
Yeah,
It
it doesn't
doesn't?
take discs.
It
yeah.
doesn't have a disc thing?
Mm.
I have a DVD player if you want to borrow it. My wife might be mad if I let you borrow that, but
Nah, I'm good.
No, but Berserk.
Yeah, my PC, I can't even put discs in.
Really?
what?
Huh?
That's wild.
Everything's digital now, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
That's
you
crazy
Guys,
the
you
world we
guys
live
with
in.
your PlayStation.
We
4
literally,
and
bro,
living-
we lived in the era that watched CDs be introduced and phased out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And we
Within,
watched
like,
VHSs
12
die.
years.
Yeah. So fast.
Mhm.
CDs did not last long at all.
No.
CDs, DVDs, all that. Yeah.
If you got in while it was good, you made a profit.
Dude, and so like the other day, Joey watched a movie and we don't have the remote for the DVD player, so we can't skip through like all the first like the movie ads and the hype of Blu-ray and stuff like that. So we sat there and watched it the other day. She's like, I haven't seen something like this in so long, dude.
It's like freaking previews at the movie theater.
Yeah. Showing you all the next movies coming out.
Dude, it was and it's like Blu-ray coming to you soon.
Yeah.
And we're like, what the heck, dude?
It's like Brother Bear or something, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen Death Note?
No.
Oh God,
I have
dude.
not seen Death
That's
Note. And I hear it's really good.
Yeah, no, that show is incredible. That's another one that would be like in my top 5 TV shows. Like Game of Thrones, fucking gone. Like that was in my top 5 just because I watched it twice.
Yeah.
It was good enough for me to watch it again with Sydney. So.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even know. Breaking Bad's another fucking really good one.
Naruto wasn't in yours.
Well, I never really watched Naruto like
Oh,
that.
that's lame.
We watched a
Yeah.
little bit with
No, I watched a bunch with Nate, but
yeah,
and a
watched
little bit with Tundrick and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah, but
Taya's dad was
So we were wondering as well, and you might know more about this. Is Dragon Ball a cartoon or is it an anime?
it's an anime.
I think
it?
it is
an
considered an
anime.
anime. I
It's
think.
considered an anime, but would you consider it more of a TV show or like a cartoon? Because I feel like the audience for it, like if you grew up with it and you still watch it, like yeah, you think it's an anime.
Yeah.
But like their audience is like kids, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's not like Naruto or like where grown men will have a conversation about it. Like I mean maybe it is, but I just don't know anybody that watches Dragon Ball.
Yeah. Nah, me
Like,
neither.
there's just
but
two. I tried to start like on the first one where he was still
Where
like
he's a
Goku was
baby,
still a
yeah.
baby, like with the tail and stuff. I tried to watch it and I was just like, this is fucking lame, bro.
I can't get into this
Yeah,
shit.
like I was like 14 episodes in. I was like, yeah, nah, it's a waste of my time.
Yeah. I remember watching it a little like growing up and shit like that, and it was pretty fire.
Taya's dad was like a huge anime buff. So like we grew up around it. Like I grew up watching a little bit of it just because it was on the TV and stuff. But I never dove into it as like Johnny absolutely just yeah.
Off the
he
diving
didn't dip
board.
his toe in the water. Homeboy ran 20 feet back and ran and jumped in the water. Like
Yeah, I like anime a lot. I wish Sydney would watch it because that takes up pretty much all of my like TV watching time unless I stay up late after
Yeah.
she goes to bed.
yeah.
And then if I'm staying up late, I'm playing video games.
Yeah.
So
Fact.
That's kind of why he doesn't watch as much TV is because
I'm on video
he's
games.
on video games.
Yeah.
If he's staying up, he's playing video games.
Yeah.
I'm kind of the same way too. Like if I stay up, I'm not watching TV.
The only time I really watch TV is when I'm eating
Mm-hmm.
or when I'm getting ready, when I'm done with video games at the end of the night.
Yeah. You and
Watch-
Garrett,
watch
Garrett
and go
kind
to
of have the
sleep.
same routine, where like you come home, play video games for a little
cuddle,
bit, go to the gym,
watch
Little bit,
anime.
come
little
home, cuddle, and watch TV. We still have yet to get Garrett on here.
I know.
know.
Yeah.
We have
It's probably
to.
because we haven't bought another mic yet.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
That too. But they can share a mic. They share everything else.
Damn.
Garrett
Which
can sit
one?
on your lap, or you can sit
Yeah,
on
I was
Garrett's
gonna
lap.
say, which one of you guys is gonna sit on the lap?
Yeah, yeah.
We need another chair too.
Who's the big spoon?
Looking at him.
Dang. I hope Garrett listens to this.
It's
'Cause
fun,
that's gonna be
it's fun to
their
be the
next
little
fight.
spoon.
Yeah, I love being the little spoon.
It's dope.
You guys both little spoons?
I'm not.
I wouldn't consider myself. Yeah, I'm
little
not
spoon.
the little spoon, but
You're the little spoon, Chase?
but I like when my wife spoons me.
Yeah. Makes you feel loved.
I'll spoon
safe.
you. No.
Makes you feel safe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can make you feel real safe.
Okay. Fucking prison. podcast.
you'll get there one day. You'll get there one day.
Jesus.
Probably far in the future.
Far.
Or just don't. You know.
Or just don't.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. College football.
Oh my God, those games yesterday. Like, so I didn't watch. I don't know who played in the morning, but I watched the Texas Oklahoma game.
Mm-hmm.
It was incredible.
Texas, Georgia.
Texas Georgia, yeah. No, Oklahoma. I don't know why Oklahoma's in my mind all the time. Yeah, I want to go back.
yeah, we need to take another trip back.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, I mean that. Like Carson Beck got hurt on the final play of the first half. Freaking got strip fumble. Like cocking his arm back to throw a Hail Mary, going forward, and his arm just got completely stopped. Like both hands on the elbow, and like their offense was completely shut down. Like they only had 50 yards entire friggin' first half, and they were only down 3. They're down 6-3, and Texas had 200 more passing yards than they had total yards.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and they only had 6 points.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so it was 6-3 at halftime. And then first drive of the second half, their sophomore quarterback comes in, first time starting, or first time playing, and goes down the field, scores a touchdown, and you're like, oh shit. Like, and the Georgia fans were going insane.
Yeah.
Like, and I can't remember his first name, but his last name is Stockton.
Yeah. Gosh, I literally saw a clip of it. Pat McAfee posted it, and he got creamed on one play, bro.
Oh yeah, he got cracked.
Dude.
on their friggin'. I think it was whenever they scored their final touchdown in overtime to win it.
Yeah.
It was like the second to last play of the game.
He got destroyed.
The
dude.
sophomore?
Or the quarterback.
Yeah, the quarterback. Dude, he got literally.
He didn't slide once the entire. Like, he was trying to truck people and shit. Like, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Like, he was just full adrenaline, like balls to the wall.
Yeah.
That entire second half. He balled out a little bit, but he did throw the pick that got Texas back into the game. Which, I mean, understandable.
He's a sophomore. He doesn't play that much because of Carson Beck. Like, it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
it's gonna happen.
Carson Beck, I don't know if he's the best quarterback in this draft class. I don't think he is, but
he's good. He's really good.
I think he'll go middle of the pack. And I was having a serious conversation with Daniel last night, and I was like, if the Niners the rest of the season does not go well, if Brock Purdy really wants like an 8-year, $300 million contract,
is that what he's saying he wants?
I don't think that's what he's saying he wants. That's just like speculation. That like
that's crazy.
What he's worth, whatever. I'm looking at Carson Beck. If we can get middle of the pack and maybe draft up for somebody that's not going to take a quarterback anyways, Carson Beck, I like him a lot. Like, he's an absolute stud.
Yeah.
He doesn't like football, though, which is weird.
He what?
He doesn't like watching football. He did an interview like midweek leading up to this championship game, and he's like, they asked him if he watched the Texas game from last weekend. And he's like, no, I can't just sit down and watch a football game.
Damn.
Like, he's like, I can't watch it because I literally sit there and I'm like, why did he make that read? Like, he's literally just watching the quarterbacks on both sides. And he's like, I have watched it since because obviously I watched film.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's like, I can't watch football outside of film. Damn. He's like, I can't just be a fan.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, I think he likes, well, Pat McAfee said it, and I was like, I agree. He just likes football too much. Like,
yeah. It's not that he doesn't like football, because I do the same thing. Like, I'll sit there and like I'll just watch one side of the ball, like just watch the defense, because like I lean towards the defensive side, but I'll sit there and watch the corners and the safeties, and it's like, why are you taking that drop step like off of that read? Like, why are you breaking on this ball and like certain stuff like that? I do the same thing.
Yeah, you want one of those?
No, I'm all right. Thank you.
And then I watched the Oregon-Penn State game last night, and I thought it was going to be a blowout. And it was looking like it was going to be for a while. Like, Oregon, with ease, goes down the field, first drive, scores a touchdown, and you could see the look of defeat on the Penn State quarterback when, on their first drive, they had to kick a field goal. Yeah. And you're like, if you don't score touchdowns against this team, you're not going to win.
Yeah.
Like, they are that good. And then they go down again, score 14-3. And then it's literally just like that, back and forth for the rest of the game. And then Penn State had a chance to win it, or to tie it up. They were down 8. And I was like, there's no way. Like, there's no way that they're even this close.
Yeah.
And Oregon gets a pick and ends the game. So,
yeah.
But, I mean, 2 incredible football games.
Yeah.
Obviously, I hate Oregon. So.
Yeah.
And really wanted them to lose.
I feel the same about Texas too. So I'm an OU fan, so horns down.
Oh yeah.
But
I haven't really like picked a college team. I just like watching.
Yeah. And college football is crazy, bro, because like it doesn't matter where you're ranked.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I consider myself an Oregon State fan just because like my entire high school, everybody was like, my best friend, his dad went there, and then they were like, both the kids that I was friends with wanted to go there, and they watched every Oregon State game. Like, they paid for the Pac-12 network when it was the Pac-12.
Yeah.
And we watched every single game together. So yeah, I mean, that was
I liked Oregon as a kid also, but like just because they had all the cool unis.
Yeah.
Dude, they're freaking like their uniforms were the best.
Yeah.
Like they were whenever they started doing the gloves with the O, I was like, oh
Those are-
my god, dude.
those are
Like those
fire.
are so sick.
Yeah, and dude, they've got 100
And I was
different
so
uniform
jealous because I'm
combos.
like, I'm a fan of this freaking team with this is black and orange uniforms every goddamn week.
Yeah.
Like, it's so stupid. They just
Yeah.
got the lamest freaking uniforms ever.
Yeah, Oregon, like their uniform closet is so deep,
Yeah.
and it's crazy. And then you used to be able to go
They
on
have
NCAA.
like 6.
They have more than that, bro. You
Like
used to be
no, for a season.
Oh
like,
yeah, yeah. You used to be able to go on the old NCAA games, like NCAA 14 and stuff like that, and you used to be able to go in there and like there were 17 different combos that you could do
Yeah.
of uniforms. Like it's insane. Like the all whites, the all blacks, the all greens, the all grays. Like there's just so much, dude. And then the chrome helmets, like
Yeah, their helmet. They have the best helmets too.
oh for sure.
We were sitting there and we were all watching the game together. And I was like, I looked over at them and I was like, you guys know who the NFL equivalent of this Oregon team is, right? It just doesn't work in the NFL. Miami.
Yeah,
Like they built their defense just for speed, and it just doesn't work in the NFL.
yeah,
Like they can win football games just by their offense because their offense is built the exact same way their defense is. It's all speed.
yeah,
But that does not win football games in the NFL.
No.
It doesn't win the Super Bowl in the NFL.
yeah, yeah. I definitely agree with that. I don't know why the setup of both games is so different. Like, because if you're preparing these kids to go to the NFL, like,
Yeah.
you should be scheming the same way that's gonna end up.
I think they should have the same rules at least.
Yeah,
Like if the NFL adopts something, like don't do it right away. Like the kickoff thing, I think they should fucking axe that from the NFL. I think it's ruined like comebacks because you have to announce when you're doing an onside. Like if you're down a touchdown with like 3 minutes left and you have all 3 timeouts,
yeah,
the other team doesn't know if you're kicking an onside or not. Because you could just kick it deep and
You had 3
rely on your
timeouts.
defense
Yeah,
so
exactly.
you can stop the clock. But like now, like so you could have just kicked a surprise onside.
You have
But
to
you
announce
have to
when you're
declare it.
kicking.
Yeah,
What?
you can't kick a onside unless you're like in the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter or something like that.
what?
Yeah, I don't quote me on that. I could be wrong.
Yeah, but still, like, dude, we need
That's
to
special
bring back the
teams.
classic Pat McAfee kick it down the middle and fall on it. Like,
Yeah, and did you guys see that Trevor Lawrence hit?
No.
So Trevor Lawrence got crushed, sliding.
yeah,
Hit him right in his helmet, friggin' diving over the top of him. And a lot of which I agree with Tom Brady. He came out and said, we need to find quarterbacks for that. Like, he put himself in that situation. Like, if we're all about protecting quarterbacks, stop doing design runs for quarterbacks
yeah,
and find them if they slide late. Because now that guy has I think it was the Texans, and now
Oh, yeah,
their starting safety or linebacker has a 3-game suspension.
yeah. It's Al Shazier or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. Did you see there was a college game yesterday in Arizona State? DB came through and just obliterated this quarterback, dude.
Who was it?
Arizona State. I don't know who they were playing, but dude, he literally leaped at that dude from like 3 yards away and just
Jesus.
helmet to face mask, just punished that kid, dude. And now he's gonna
What's
miss
their running back's name?
Arizona State.
Arizona State.
I don't know.
Because there's like, they did an interview with him after the game because he did the Heisman celebration. I think he scored like 3 touchdowns yesterday. Like the dude's good.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I think I should be in the conversation. He's like, whatever NFL team takes me next year, like they're getting a gem.
Damn.
He's like, I've always been the underdog, and he's like, I think I'm the best running back in college football.
I don't know if you can say that
Yeah,
with the
I was
way
like-
that Ashton
I was
Jennings
like,
performed.
Genty's playing
He's
half
100
the,
and-
half the minutes you are, half the snaps. So,
Yeah, and he's 132 yards away from breaking Barry Sanders' college rushing record.
yeah.
132
With how many
yards.
games left to play?
One. Or no, well, so he's
It
got
doesn't
for
count
sure.
for playoffs.
It does count in playoffs.
Well, but there'll be an asterisk next to it because Barry Sanders didn't have multiple playoff games.
Yeah, but at the same, did Barry Sanders sit as many games as Ashton Genty did this year?
I don't know.
Or as many has? Like, it's apples and oranges, you know? But, like, he's got 132 yards. If they win their first college playoff game, they go to the second round. If they go to the second round and win, they go to the national championship.
He'll break it in the first half of the first game.
Yeah.
It's not like,
Yeah.
well, unless they have to go away to like Texas now, because Texas does not have a bye week, but they do have home field advantage the first round.
Yeah. But I think Boise State will move up too. I think they'll move up in the ranks a little bit. It depends on how everything plays out after it depends on what the rankings look like after the conference championship weekend. So because like Penn State, obviously top 10 team, are they going to drop that far? Is Boise State going to move up that far? Because Boise State did beat a ranked team this week. So like, should they move up or are they going to drop? Like, or are they going to stay about the same? Obviously Texas, like they're still a powerhouse. They're not going to move too far away.
When they lost, it was 2-5. So I think they just switched spots.
Who's the number one team
Georgia
right
was
now?
behind Texas?
Yeah, they were 5.
Oh, okay, yeah. So Texas will go to 5 or something like that. Who's what?
Who's top 5 right now?
Oregon, Georgia, Texas
Penn
still
State.
should be in there. Penn State was 3rd. They lost to number 1. I don't think they move.
I think you move, but whether it's 4 or 5,
think they should move.
But if Texas goes to like
I think they should just switch spots if they like go win
Georgia
or
and
loss.
Texas.
Yeah, because I mean it's a championship game, so like you lost to the better team, but that shouldn't go against you for like home field event. You shouldn't drop to like 10 if you lose to the number one country or number 1 team in the country.
Yeah,
like which I was kind of surprised that's only Oregon's second time ever going 11-0. Like before that game.
What did they do
I feel
before
they've
with Chip
been
Kelly?
good. Yeah, it was the Chip Kelly year.
With Marcus Mariota.
Yep,
Dude, that team was
nasty.
crazy.
Yeah. Your Vikings are killing it.
Yeah,
Like
I haven't even been following them, but I know they're doing good.
yeah. Get into the mic a little bit.
Yeah, my bad.
I mean they're ridiculous this year.
yeah. That division.
Yeah.
Just the way that it's flipped the last couple of years. I mean, the Vikings have pretty much been on top of that division.
Yeah.
For the
All right,
last 10 years or so.
So that goes directly into oh my god, just locked itself. That goes directly into my 2 stories that I have for you. Well, he said he'll just let you do it, but you're probably gonna talk about it a little bit.
Yeah,
too.
I'll talk about it a little bit, but we'll get his take on it.
Yeah. So the number one is the Detroit Lions are 12-1 now?
Something like that.
Yeah, 12-1. They have 1 loss.
Mm-hmm.
They are currently missing 13 defensive players. 6 guys that started in that game on Thursday Night Football had gotten there in the last 2 weeks.
Holy crap.
Yeah. And they still haven't lost since week 2.
It's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Is that the most impressive thing about this entire season?
Yeah.
Like,
second to Dan Campbell's boys.
yeah. Dan Campbell has some massive balls.
Yeah.
Like, and in that game, they had a chance to kick the field goal to win to take the lead with 30 seconds left on 4th down.
I think it was 40. It was like 45.
Yeah, something like that. And he's like, I don't know if I trust my defense to get this stop. Like Jordan Love kind of balled out in that second half, so he went for it on 4th down instead of kicking it like a 30-yard field goal to take the lead.
Yeah.
He went for it on 4th and half a yard and got it.
Jared Goff
And
fell down,
and
giving
still
the handoff to, was it Gibbs or was it Montgomery?
Montgomery.
Fell down, giving the handoff to David Montgomery, and they got the first down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not just got the inches, like, he had like a 4-yard gain on that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was I mean, an insane play. And I was like that. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Dude, watching the world react to that was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
But yeah, with your playbook leaked, missing 13 defensive guys, that's
yeah.
Detroit's the one that got their playbook leaked?
Yeah, Jahmyr Gibbs friggin' recorded a TikTok, and Dan Campbell was like, "Oh, I didn't hear about it," and then comes back the next day. He's like, yeah, I don't really care. Like, if teams have our signs or whatever, he's like, Like, you know, if we still can't execute the plays, then we aren't good enough.
Yeah, you still gotta line up. You still gotta line up and play ball. No matter, like, doesn't matter what you know. You still gotta line up and play ball.
Exactly.
What he's done with that program is insane.
Yeah, I mean, ridiculous. Like, they are America's team right now.
That is historical. What Dan Campbell has done with the Lions. Mm-hmm. Like Matthew Stafford.
They should have been playing in the Super Bowl last year. They had a multiple touchdown lead on the 49ers in San Francisco last year in the NFC Championship game, and crumbled in the second half.
Yeah.
Like.
And they're on their revenge tour right now.
Oh, yeah.
I would be sad not to see them in the Super Bowl this year.
I know. My dream, well, besides the 49ers, is Buffalo and the Detroit Lions.
That would be an awesome Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Everybody's tired of seeing the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. We know they'll be back next year.
Yeah.
And the year after that. Like, no matter what, as long as Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce are on that team, they're going to have a shot.
Is Travis Kelce even on that team this year?
Yeah, dude, for real.
Like,
as long as Patrick Mahomes is on that team.
He's not even the best tight end on that team right now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's sad this season he's having. That's the Taylor Swift. He's got a Madden curse, but from Taylor Swift.
Thank God.
Did you see the Bill Belichick clip?
I fucking hate it.
I do, dude.
So Bill Belichick was on Monday Night Football with Peyton Manning and Eli Manning, and they showed a clip of her, and just the disgust on Bill Belichick's face that she was on the TV screen, dude. Oh, it was awesome. Somebody clipped it and was like, Bill Belichick is just as tired as the rest of us of seeing Taylor Swift on football.
Dude, yeah, she's on the ban list in my house. Sophia can't even listen to her.
What?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Good. That's a good thing.
Yeah, you guys can listen to her in the car with your mom or whatever. I don't care. But you're not doing that shit.
Not in my house.
Yeah. Losing 2 Super Bowls to those cucks, bro. All right. So, have you guys seen? So, you guys are aware of the Kendrick and Drake beef.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're about to say.
So, the Kendrick said something on his album about Andrew Schultz.
Dude,
You saw
the
that,
reply,
right?
bro. Oh
Okay,
my god.
so the reply, like, going at a comedian is just.
What did he say about Andrew Schultz?
So Andrew Schultz had. I've talked about these guys on the podcast before. They are 2 British guys. They have a podcast, and they had them come over, and Andrew Schultz asked them like about their dating preferences or whatever, because they're both like in their mid-20s or whatever, like, and they're killing it over. I mean, they're the biggest podcast in England.
Yeah.
And so he asked them like, do you guys date do you guys date black women? And they were both kind of got uncomfortable. Like, yeah, we date, like we both date everybody. And he said something off color.
Yeah.
I don't need to repeat it, whatever.
Andrew Schultz did?
Yeah, mostly because I can't. Oh, he said Kendrick fans get him, because Kendrick is the black. Yeah. So Andrew Schultz
He's a comedian, though.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what he's supposed to do.
And he's the best.
Andrew Schultz,
like,
back row was fire.
Andrew Schultz is the best at this, to be like, you guys remember the Will Smith slap?
Yeah.
Did you guys? I'm pretty sure I sent both you guys the clip of Andrew Schultz like going into the podcast and how he just went in on Will Smith for slapping him.
Yeah.
And he was like making comments about like that King Richard movie that he's in. He said something about Jada Pinkett being the tennis ball and bouncing her head or something because she's bald.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Like he goes in. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
The most uncancelable human being on the planet.
Yeah.
Like he just doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So anyways, Kendrick said something in his new album. I haven't listened to it. I don't care.
Yeah.
About Andrew Schultz, like, but he didn't say him by name, but everybody knew he was talking about Andrew Schultz.
Yeah.
Well, Andrew Schultz responded, hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, and what a mistake to go at a comedian.
Yeah.
Because he's going to be able to respond.
They're just going to make fun of you.
Yeah. And he doesn't care.
Yeah, no.
And he's not like, Andrew Schultz is not trying to be a part of black culture.
No.
Because he's white.
Yeah.
So, like, he doesn't have any stake in the game.
Yeah.
And so, apparently they're now beefing. But some Kendrick fans have started sending death threats to Andrew Schultz.
Oh my god.
And there was one that he said on their actual account have sent death threats to him over pictures of his 8-month-old daughter, saying that he's like, you better have security around you 24/7 because I am coming after you and your entire family.
Jesus.
That's crazy.
Over a rap beef. And even Andrew Schultz was like, I don't blame Kendrick. Like, it's not his, we don't control what our fans do.
Yeah, no.
But yeah.
That's crazy.
That is unthinkable.
Yeah, no.
Right? And it's over your actual account. Like, so he has pictures of you.
Yeah.
So I don't understand.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the story. I don't know if you guys have.
Dude, that's crazy.
His clapback when he was
Like,
talking about it.
You wouldn't make, like, why would you not make a separate account? If you're going to do something stupid like that, like,
I think you would leave a digital footprint.
Yeah, exactly. Like, now you're going to go to jail for that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's.
And you should.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's retarded.
We just got canceled.
Yeah, we did
on YouTube.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna talk about Drake. Kendrick has a concert in Toronto, and Drake apparently is buying all the floor seats.
Oh my god.
That's some freaking that's some 50 Cent shit with
Yeah,
Ja Rule
yeah,
when he
yeah,
bought
yeah,
out all
yeah.
the freaking front row and then sat there.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. That's wild. That's unthinkable. Like you said, it's unthinkable.
What was
Yeah,
the
that's
funniest thing
unbelievable.
about Andrew Schultz's clapback that you remember?
And he said, like, Kendrick and all of his guys around him, all the gangbangers, whatever, they could all kill me. But but Kendrick by himself, I would make love to him, and there's nothing he could do about it. But
You can kill me, stab me, do whatever.
He said there's nothing he could do about it besides think if it or decide if it was consensual or not. After.
Oh my god, and he's so funny, bro.
Dude,
This
best.
whole new
make love
era,
to him,
this whole
bro.
new era of comedians that we have is, dude,
Fire,
It's,
bro.
it's so back,
dude.
like, because the whole cancel culture thing, like, they tried it
Yeah,
on
yeah,
comedians and they just kept going further.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Like
I
Dave
love
Chappelle, you'll never get rid of Dave Chappelle.
No,
What-
yeah.
like, but yeah, this new era, like Shane Gillis and Andrew Schultz and
Have
like,
you watched Tires?
no,
Gillis' show?
dude, I need to.
I've
watch
watched it like 3 times.
I need to watch it.
They're apparently they're coming back with a season 2, which is incredible because that show is hilarious. Like Sydney and
I've
I
seen
were
clips
watching
of it.
What's
It's
it
on
on
Netflix.
Netflix?
Yeah, we were watching it in bed, and she was dying laughing.
Yeah,
Like we were sitting there belly laughing in bed, like
Yeah.
watching this show. It is so funny.
Yeah.
And Andrew Schultz is in it.
Is
so,
he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It-
Yeah, I'll definitely have to go back
the
and watch
wops. That's dude, that shit is so funny, bro.
it. Oh yeah.
I've seen little snippets on Instagram of that show, but
Oh,
I
dude.
just couldn't. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know where
have
it
too.
was.
Yeah, it's incredible.
What's
if you
it on?
haven't watched it, go watch it. It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix. Oh,
Yeah.
sick. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll
If
definitely.
you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's incredible.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I
watch it
gotta
on the
watch
way over to
Tulsa
the
King.
refuge.
I gotta watch Tulsa King, and then I'll get on.
Yeah, I
watching
gotta watch that too.
that. Did you see season 1? You haven't seen season 1, have you?
No.
Yeah, you gotta go through and watch it, dude. From episode 1. That
What's
show,
it about?
Tulsa King. It's with Sylvester Stallone. He is a mafia high up, and he goes to prison, and then he gets out of. Well, they start the show when he gets out of prison, and basically he gets banished from his mafia. They send him to Tulsa, and he basically has to go start a whole new life in Tulsa
Damn.
after being in prison for 25 years.
Damn.
So
It's gangster.
yeah.
Yeah, I've seen so many clips of that show. I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah, it's awesome. They just came out with season 2, so that's why I turned it on the other day. And Joey started watching it a little bit, but yeah, it's a good show. It's fun. That's an hour 15 minutes. It's a good episode.
Yeah, not too bad.
We gotta go kill some ducks.
Yeah, I got football.
You got football to watch. So
Yeah.
game 1's probably the first game's probably just started.
20 minutes ago. So
Yeah, but thank you guys for joining us on another episode. Don't forget, download Patreon, subscribe. It's just to make this experience better for you guys. Plus, you get exclusive content. It's not like you're leaving empty-handed.
Yep.
You're getting basically $1.25 per episode that you get. That's what you're paying for.
mm-hmm.
It's $1.25 per
And all
episode.
the live events.
And all the live events. So, but yeah, be sure to go check that out. Thank you guys for listening to another episode. Thank you, Johnny, for being here.
Yeah, it was fun.
Thank
See
you guys
on
for
the next
having
one.
me.
Peace. Oh, Canada.